Hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So in this video, I will actually talk about why I believe this light is the best light for basic portrait photography and show you how I use this in order for me to be able to create these images. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to do so because I am once again giving away a beautiful backdrop from Kate Backdrop. This is a 1.5 meter by 2 meter non-reflective dual-sided collapsible backdrop. And the best thing about this giveaway is that I will give the winner the chance to choose the specific design that they want. And to join is very simple. All you have to do is follow the mechanics in the description below. So with that out of the way, what is this light that I am talking about? This is the Nanlite Pavotube 30C. So what is so special about this Nanlite Pavotube 30C? Well, basically, it's a 4-foot long tube that's got LED lights inside with a diffuser in front already. So this one basically gives you a nice soft strip light. But it doesn't end there. This one also is an RGB light. In other words, it will give you different colors and different effects for video. But in this particular video, I will just be focusing on how beautiful this light is for basic portrait photography. Now, to complete the setup, we are also using this beautiful backdrop from Kate Backdrop. So let's mount this Pavotube here first. This backdrop is a 5-foot by 7-foot hand-painted backdrop on canvas, meaning it's going to give us so much depth and texture, which I believe is really beautiful for portrait photography. So this area that I am shooting in also is just 2 by 3 meters. In other words, 6 square meters. So you could actually replicate this setup in your small home studio. And that is one of the things that I love about this light also, is that it gives you that beautiful light in such a small form factor, which is really perfect for those really tight spaces, okay? But I will show you how I use this light in a moment. But let's talk about the camera system that I will be using. So the camera that I'm using is my Sony a7R Mark IV, and the lens that I'm using is a 50mm 1.4 lens. The reason why I chose the 50mm is because I don't plan on shooting tight headshots. I want to do about a bit of half body shots so that I can bring in the beautiful background here. So the 50mm would actually be perfect. Now I have it on the Really Right Stuff RRS ball head. I have here the small rig cage, and of course my trusty 055 tripod from Manfrotto. Now everything that you will be seeing now, unless stated otherwise, is straight out of camera with the help of this one. This is a Atomos Ninja 5. In other words, I am recording the live feed coming from my camera, and that is exactly what you are seeing now, okay? And since we are shooting with continuous light, we might actually turn off all these video lights that are lighting this set now so that our main source of illumination will just come from this. Also, I forgot to mention earlier that this is battery operated, meaning it's rechargeable, but it could also run on AC power. But right now, we're just gonna run it through its battery power. So before that, we will also need to know the settings of my camera. This particular model, as I said earlier, can do RGB, but it can also go from warm to cool depending. We can set the color temperature basically of what we want. And it's got a 95 CRI, so more or less it is quite accurate already. So I will set now my white balance to 5600 Kelvin because I will set this light at 5600 Kelvin also later. But the difference with this shoot is that I am shooting in aperture priority and auto ISO. The reason why I am doing that is so that it's very easy for me to expose for the existing ambient light. In other words, the light that is coming from this particular light, which you guys will see later on how easy it will be, okay? So with those things set already in my camera, I think it's time to call in my model and ask her to turn off the lights on her way in, okay? Hi, babe. You look beautiful as always. And would want to thank our friend Mela Jimenez for virtually assisting Coco put on her makeup today. Okay, so babe, right now, as you can see, we are actually getting light from here and here. And obviously, I don't want to turn off everything so that at least you could see what we are doing. But the moment that I turn on this light, this one will overpower all these lights already. So I will just put it at 100%. All right. So I said earlier, this particular light is the best beginner light for portrait photography. Why? Because it gives already beautiful soft light. At the same time, it's got just a small form factor. Plus, it is very, very easy to use because what you see is what you get. Now, it is also connected to a mount that is really just mounted on a spigot. So if I release it, I can turn it and direct the light any which way I want. Let's start off with my favorite lighting setup, which is lighting the short side. So by lighting the short side, I will have it here because this is Coco's angle. I want her facing towards this general direction. So I'll put in the light as close as possible to make it as soft as possible without it being seen on frame. And there we go. As I said, I am shooting on aperture priority, so with my exposure compensation dial, I can technically just adjust the exposure the way I want it to look. So if I want it darker or brighter, it's very easy for me to do that. So there, I like that. Can you move closer to the light a bit? Oh no, closer to the camera, yes, that's okay, yeah. Then move towards your right. Move towards your right, step forward to your right. Then look towards your left. There. So now I can adjust the light. I can just twist this so that it doesn't hit too much of the backdrop. Going closer, there. And there we go. We've got beautiful window light already. Love it, perfect, babe. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, so that's already one. That's already one beautiful shot. What if we decide to bring it up and then I can twist it like this to put more light in her face? You see how flexible this light is? By doing that, oh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. There, made it brighter already. Very nice. How about facing me? So if she faces me now, we're losing a little bit of light in her face. All we need to do is transfer this in front. Bring it up a bit. There. Very nice. Maybe bring up the exposure. Exposure is really up to taste, depending on what you want. Very nice, babe. Maybe look here. Look towards camera, straight towards me. Very nice. Maybe open up your arms a bit. There. I love that. Okay, so with that one, we can now even bring this in front. Since I mounted it at off-center, I can actually do this, bring it up, then it becomes a beautiful beauty light already. There you go. So there, oh, sorry. But we're missing something. We're missing, again, the light from underneath, but it's very easy for us to just do this. No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I can hold it. There. Beautiful. Then, using my exposure compensation dial, I can always just make it brighter. Oops, I don't like where it is. So, I can just bring the light down. There. Put more light in her eyes. There. Now you can see it. Bring it this one up a bit. There. Very nice. Very nice. Actually, then lastly, you could even do just basic dramatic side lighting. How about facing me straight there? And then just put this here. Side light. Very nice. Then from there, look towards here. Some more. Oops, sorry. There we go. Beautiful. How about face the light completely? There. Good. Nice. Love that. And final. And that's what I meant about having this light as a perfect light for beginner portrait photographers, because it's so easy to use, it's so easy to manipulate. It's got a lot of potential. You know, to be honest, this is just a very quick demo, but you could do more with it. Plus, there is one accessory that I would highly recommend to everyone, and I'm gonna put it on now, and it's gonna completely change the way this light actually works. Okay, so hold on. All right, so what I did was I basically installed grids on this thing. You know, one of those problems with continuous light like this is that it's very difficult to modify, and this one comes as an option for you to be able to buy a grid. So if I turn it on, the power of the light is now, or the direction of the light is now so controlled that it just transformed the way this light operates. By the way, the light has been set on 100% the entire time, okay? So, there, look at that. Now this time, I will have Coco be near the wall. All right. So with this one, since the light is so controlled, what we can do is we can actually create patterns on the wall depending on how we want the image to look like, okay? I think I want it here on the other side. All right. And the light of this one is still seeping in a little bit. Since the light now became weaker, I will have to turn off this light too, okay? Earlier, we were able to get away with it because the light was a bit stronger because we weren't modifying it. But now since we modified it, it's better off to just remove all those lights that are actually seeping into the image itself. Wow, can you lean on the wall, babe? Oh, that's interesting, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that, it became so dramatic. And what you see is what you get. Then profile going here. Profile going here, there. Move somewhere this way. Very, very nice. What if now you change it up and make it like this and see how this one will look? So many options with just this one light. Oh, how nice. Face here. Move slightly to your right. Oh, no, 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 no. I will bring up the light. Look at that. Wow. Love it. Look at me straight. Good. Look at that. And all these images that you're seeing is straight out of camera, but stick around for the end of the video where I will show you all the processed images. Very nice. Actually, I could even expose it a bit more. Very nice. Look towards your light. All right. And that is why I love this light so much, and I would highly recommend it for people who are just starting off, especially with portrait photography, and they want to be able to have a light that's so flexible that you could do a beauty light or a very dramatic light just by shifting the position of the light or putting, such as this one, a grid on top of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload videos like this. And if you want to see some of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.